In today's episode, I want to share with you how you can develop what you might call X-ray vision for effective marketing. So this is a Mailbox Monday episode, which is the weekly episode where I answer your questions. And if you have a question that you'd like to have answered in an upcoming episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com/ask. The link is in the description, and you can submit your question there. So today's question that we'll cover is, can you tell me how you go about breaking down ads and promos and get to know the concepts and ideas behind proven ads? That's from Eric, and we'll answer that in a second. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. Okay, so how do you develop X-ray vision for effective marketing? How do you break down ads and promos and get to know the concepts and ideas behind these proven ads? Well, the way that I think about it is basically, it's a process of asking questions. You need to ask yourself questions like, what is going on here? What are they doing? What are they communicating? What are they hiding? What are they sharing? What is the copywriter trying to do with this line and this line and this line and this line? And really what it comes down to, and okay, so zooming back a little bit, there's this whole practice when you get into copywriting that I'm sure you've heard about, that you should copy by hand the advertising of successful copywriters, right? And it's a practice. And they say, oh, you learn the cadence, you learn the rhythm, you learn the whatever. But I think what actually happens when you do that and you do that well is you are forced to slow down and carefully read every word, every sentence. And it makes your brain process, okay, what are they actually saying here? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to accomplish? And when your brain is going through that process, it starts to at least make guesses. It makes guesses about what's going on. And so what happens is you start to fill in the blanks. Oh, this really is like an exciting way to get my attention. Oh, they're teasing me a little bit to keep me engaged here. Oh, they're introducing the offer in this particular way. Oh, they're structuring the price or the guarantee this way. And so there's all sorts of different things that you start to notice when you slow down enough and you pay attention to every single word of a successful ad or promo or whatever. And so one thing that you can do the handwriting thing, which I actually think is not that effective if all you're doing is just this mindless handwriting of the ad. I don't think that really is what works. I think that what works is when you actually sit down and as you're going through that handwriting exercise, you actually think about, okay, what's going on at each, in each line and each word of the copy. And if you do it that way, that can be one way that can help you kind of break down and think about what's going on with particular advertising, with particular copywriting. The other thing that you can do is you can go and you can actually take notes. And so you read through something line by line and you take notes on, okay, this is what I think they're doing here. This is what I think they're doing here. Oh, I noticed this. This is exciting. This is whatever. Maybe I might change this. And so you're doing this as a more active thinking process where you're actually taking notes on the document about what's going on. And so that works in like a PDF with a comment functionality or whatever. So you can actually go through and line by line, you can analyze what a copywriter is doing. Now, one thing that I think allows you to pick this up even faster is if you've actually learned from that copywriter. For example, if you go through some of my training in BTMS Insiders and you learn my thoughts and how I think about copywriting and how I do things like story selling, etc. You can say, ooh, I've learned that from that person, and now I see it showing up in the copy, and okay, that's interesting because I can connect the dots there. So I learned they say they apply this strategy, and then here's where they're applying the strategy. And okay, that's really useful to see. Or even better, I actually a couple of my favorite videos across the 100+ hours of training in BTMS Insiders are where I went through and on a line-by-line basis, I broke down the Titans of Direct Response event sales letter that I did for Brian Kurtz, and I broke down my Object 2014-28E sales letter that sold a backup solar generator. And literally, I read it line by line, both of them, each of them. Each of them are about an hour and 45 minutes long. I read line by line, and I had notes. And so I would read it, and then when I got to a note, I would read the note and talk about the note for a minute. And the notes were basically me saying, here's how I apply different story selling and different copywriting principles throughout every single line of those. And this is included as a bonus in the story selling masterclass part of BTMS Insiders. That line by line analysis of the copywriter actually talking about their work, that is probably the most powerful way that you can do that. But it's pretty rare that a copywriter actually does make something like that available. But the way that you develop this X-ray vision is you just have to keep doing it, and you keep looking, not just like what are the words used, what is the combination of words used, but what are they trying to say here? Like what's the underlying message, or what's the underlying strategy that they're applying? And when you do that on this ad and this ad and this ad and this ad, you do start to develop exactly what Eric's asking for, like this innate ability to break down ads and promos and get the concepts and ideas behind proven ads. But the thing is that it's a process, it's learning, it's learning copywriting principles and strategies over here, and then breaking down the ad over here and saying, okay, that lines up with this, that lines up with this. It's like one of those old connect the pictures thing from which one of these matches with which one of these that we did in elementary school, right? This matches with this and this matches with this, and you draw lines between what matches. Well, you do that with this is what I'm learning about copywriting, and this is somebody doing it over here. And obviously you're not drawing lines, or maybe you are, but it's the same general idea. What matches with what are they doing over here that makes a lot of sense? So that's my general process. If you do want to go deeper, I'll make sure that I include a link to BTMS Insiders, to the Story Selling Masterclass, and I've even done this with a couple classic ads in a additional bonus training called Why Ads Work, and so I'll include a link to Why Ads Work as well. And BTMS Insiders, it's like Netflix, but for copywriting and marketing training. So you pay one low fee and you get instant streaming access to everything, and you get to keep watching it for as long as you maintain your membership. So check that out. Check the links in the description. My name is Roy Furr. This has been a video episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I'd love it if you leave a comment with this episode. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how valuable you found it and why. What are your action items? What are your takeaways? How are you going to start breaking down copy? Also, tap that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. And so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share it with more people like you who will find it valuable. You can certainly share it with folks directly, and subscribe before you go. You can subscribe here. Also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, and you can sign up for my daily emails, including episode notifications and more. And remember also, you can submit your question through breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com/ask. And that link is in the description as well. So check those out there. I always aim for 10 out of 10 value. Hope I've delivered it here. And I look forward to seeing you again in your next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.